Hey my friends, today I'm going to show you how to use Dollar Tree decals to create beautiful, inexpensive home decor. Let's get started. On a recent trip to Mississippi, I stopped into their Dollar Tree and y'all look at the variety of decals they have. I am so jealous. But anyway, I picked up this beautiful set of blue and gold decals and they are so gorgeous. I cannot wait for you to see what we're going to create. For this first DIY, we're going to be using this cutting board that I had left over from the Dollar Tree last fall. We're not going to use the front side. I'm just going to flip it over and use my heat gun and remove that sticker. And then I'll just lightly sand over the back side just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. And then I'll give it a good wipe down. And I'm going to give it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum's chalk paint in the color White Linen. Once the paint is dry, I'm going to use painter's tape to create some vertical lines. I'm just going to put down my strip of tape, use another little small piece of tape to keep my stripes even, and then I'm just going to repeat that all the way across the cutting board. I did get the last couple of lines crooked, so after I took a step back after applying the painter's tape, I realized that, so I just straightened them up real quick. That is something that you always want to do, just take a little step back and make sure everything is straight before you start to apply your paint. Whenever I'm painting stripes, here's a little trick that I like to use and it will help prevent your paint from bleeding. After I apply my tape, I go over the entire surface with the same base color. In this case, it's going to be the Rust-Oleum Linen White. What that does, it'll seal the edges of the tape. And this is the important part. Make sure that that paint is completely dry before adding your stripe color. And for my blue that I'm going to use, I basically played mad scientist and I just mixed together several different paints until I got the shade that matched the light blue and the floral decal that I'm going to be using. I didn't measure anything, but I'll list all the paint colors that I used down in the description box. Then just paint your stripes as normal, and when you peel away that tape, you should be left with nice crisp lines. It's one extra step, but in my opinion, it's so worth it because if you struggle with paint bleeding like I do, it really can be a game changer. Now before you move on to the next step, you do want to make sure the paint's completely dry. I just set it aside under a fan for a couple of hours and it was good to go. We're going to use the 2 larger flowers on this side, and I will tell you whenever you're removing these to be very careful because they're thin and they will tear very easily, so you do want to take your time. It only takes a moment, but just take your time and work your way around the flower, and once you get it started, it just peels right up. I'm going to be placing the 2 larger ones not exactly in the middle, maybe just a little bit off to the right, and I'm just going to smooth it down with my fingers, and I'll just keep smoothing it down to make sure I get any air bubbles that might be up under it and to make sure all the edges are attached to the cutting board. Then I'm going to take the other larger one and just place it at the top of the cutting board where it's facing down towards the other flower, and again I'm just going to smooth it out, making sure all the edges are adhering to the cutting board. To fill in some of the empty spaces on the cutting board, I'm just going to pop in a few of these little butterflies, and these are also from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to make a really quick and easy bow. All of this ribbon is from Amazon. I'll link it all down below for you in the description box. I'm just folding it over like you would if you're making an awareness ribbon, and then I'm just stacking it on top of each other, and I'm just going to tie it in the center with a piece of twine. I'm going to dovetail the ends of the blue and gold ribbon just to give it a pretty finish, and the white, I'm just cutting it straight across and then just fraying a little bit at the ends. Off camera, I did cover the back side of the cutting board just to give that also a nice clean finish, and now all that's left is just to hot glue the bow right at the top of the cutting board, and then I'm also going to cover up that twine that I used to tie the bow, and I'm just using one of these cute little flower buttons from Hobby Lobby. Y'all have seen me use this so many times. I just love it. I think it's just the perfect finish, and we are all done. I love this. It was so easy to do, and I think it is just gorgeous. I was at the Dollar Tree recently and they had these gorgeous picture frames for only $1.25. I couldn't believe it. So of course I had to grab a couple of them, and I cannot wait to show you how we're going to just elevate this beautiful picture frame. I'm going to go ahead and remove the plastic from the picture frame, and I'll also remove the backing. That way it'll lay flat on my table while I'm working on it. And we're just going to elevate this already gorgeous picture frame. I'm going to cut out some of these decals, and of course these are from the Dollar Tree. You can use these pink ones or whatever that would match your decor. I just thought this would be so gorgeous with the white and gold frame. These decals are so easy to use. I'm just carefully removing the backing and just placing them on the picture frame. Now, I'd originally planned to only do a little bit on each side, but later on as I got going, I just got a little carried away, as I always do, and decided to just put the decals all the way around the frame. But of course, you can use as many or as few of these flowers as you want. Welcome everybody. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new, I'm Gwen. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're enjoying my video and you're not subscribed, I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button. I hope everyone will consider giving me a thumbs up and hitting the hype button. You know, all the things. It just makes our hearts so happy. But truly and sincerely, I appreciate all of your support, and I thank you so much again for stopping by. Now, I have not done so yet, but if your picture frame is going to be handled quite a bit, I would add a clear sealant or Mod Podge over the decals. And also, there were a couple of the decals that was hanging over the edge of the picture frame. I took the fine grit side of my nail file and just very gently sanded it away. And that's it, you guys. I thought this was just perfect and beautiful as it is. So the only other thing I did was add a picture of my sweet Gizmo. So tell me what you think about it. For this Dollar Tree project, we're going to be using this large plastic tray from the Dollar Tree. I'm giving it 2 coats of Rust-Oleum's Ultra Matte White spray paint. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry. Once the spray paint has time to dry, I'm going to paint it a pale yellow, and I've mixed together the colors Pale Daffodil and Snow White from Apple Barrel. I just kept mixing it together until I got the light yellow color that I'm looking for, and I'm giving this tray 2 coats. If you're wondering why I spray paint the tray and then turn around and hand paint it, the reason for that is that spray paint from Rust-Oleum has a primer in it, and once you put that primer on the plastic, it will help prevent your acrylic paint from chipping. I set the tray aside and let it dry completely before we add the decal. Now this decal has been in my stash for quite some time, and I just love it. It has the pink on one side and then this gorgeous white on the other. So we're going to be using the white. I thought it would go beautiful with this pale yellow. Just lining it up in the center, or as best I can in the center of the tray, and again just smoothing it out with my hand. These things go down so beautifully and so easy, but you do want to make sure that you go over all the edges and making sure that it's going to adhere to that tray. I want to keep this tray very simple and minimalistic, so I'm only going to add 3 of the little green leaves around the large flower. But of course, if you want to add more flowers, you do whatever makes your heart happy. And next I'm just going to add rope handles to each end of the tray. This is rope from the Dollar Tree. I've just taped off the end so it won't fray, and I'm just going to use hot glue to attach it. I've kept this piece very simple and minimalistic, but I think it's just so elegant and just beautiful. I love this bright yellow color. I had thought about adding some rub and buff or antiquing wax around the outer edges to really make that texture pop, but decided not to. The honey loved it just as it is, and honestly, so do I. But of course, you can do whatever makes you happy. For this quick and easy DIY, we're going to grab 2 books from the Dollar Tree. You want to make sure that they are the same size. And I'm going to be taking the covers off and turning them inside out. Now, the key to this is to have covers that are white on the inside. If your covers happen to not be white, you can always paint your book. But if they're white, it makes this go a lot faster. I love to decorate with books, and this is just such a fun and easy way to switch out your decor for each season. You can use tissue paper or wrapping paper or any type of decals or rub-ons that you might have on hand. Next, I'm going to use these beautiful pink decals from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to place them on the book. I'm just kind of staggering it. You can place them however you want. You just want to make sure that you smooth them out really well and making sure all the edges are pressed down really well. Now you can have some fun with your books. You can embellish them as much as you want, or you can keep them very simple. I'm going to keep mine simple this time. I'm just going to wrap some twine around the center of the 2 books, and before I tie it off though, I am going to thread one of these metal keys onto the twine, and this is from Amazon. I'll link it down below for you. And then I'm just going to tie a knot right at the top of the key to keep it in place, and then right on top of that knot, I'm just going to tie a very simple little bow with the twine, and then once I snip off the ends, I'm going to fray the ends of the twine just a tiny bit, just to give it a little bit of a rustic vintage look. This is such an easy and pretty way to add to your decor for each season, and I would love to know if you use books in your decorating for each season. Thanks so much for stopping by, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful and safe holiday weekend. And don't forget, my next video is going to be on June the 1st for the first of the month collaboration at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you then.